All right, students, we are going to go over our last quiz. Really some frequently missed kind of questions or concepts here. Google Forms does have the ability automatically to compile for us sort of a distribution of points on the quiz. And then this one here is kind of what we're emphasizing. Frequently missed questions. Are there broad or general principles we can learn, right? You all have been able to look at yours here, but are there principles we can learn from these things in particular? So that's what we're going through. First of all, check all the words that are direct objects in this sentence. It was the one we had a tough time on, so I can click on that, and you'll see it will move us here. Check all words that are direct objects in this sentence. Now, it doesn't give us the full look at it here, but notice what we have. I like to sleep. Do not wake me. And then you is also there because you was the subject of the sentence and implied you. It was I like to sleep, semicolon, do not wake me. So check all words that are direct objects in this sentence is significant here. We do have two clauses, subject and verb, I like. Another subject and verb, you implied, do wake, all right, would be another. So notice how I like and then to sleep here functions as a direct object. Notice how it answers the question, what do you like, right? Like, who or what likes? I like what? I like to sleep. You need to use your substitution here some as well, because notice how if you say, I like sleeping, it feels even more obvious. And then if you definitely say, I like my bed, it sounds perfectly obvious as a direct object. The infinitive phrase, it is a noun phrase. It can do whatever other noun phrases do. And in this case, it is doing that. It is doing something a noun phrase so commonly does, which is function as a direct object. Now, the second part of the clause was a little more obvious. Do not wake me, right? Don't wake. Who or what should not wake? You should not wake. You should not wake what? You should not wake me. Me is the direct object. So that was one that we wanted to give kind of a special emphasis. Now also, what does the word not modify? So I can click on that and it'll take us straight down. What word does not modify? I like to sleep. Do not wake me. Here it is modifying wake. Wake. A lot of folks here got do on that one. Now, this is actually a situation where I will be restoring points for you, so you can be appreciative of that. I wanted to use this video to point that out. I have said in class over and over again, when you have a verb phrase like this and an adverb like not, as we like to call it, the strongest adverb because it turns the tables over, draw the arrow. And now here, of course, we can't draw the arrow. We can just ask the question, what word does it modify? But draw the arrow to the main verb. Do is a helping verb. Wake is the main verb in that clause. Okay, so that is the reason that it should be wake. You should expect in the future that on other quizzes or other worksheets, it'll be set up this way, but you will receive you will receive credit on the quiz for do, because that is part of the proper verb phrase. It is simply a helping verb in that verb phrase, and it's not something that we had occasion or opportunity to emphasize before. So that was our other frequently missed question. The third frequently missed question is identify the object of the preposition. So I'll click on that here. She attends sewing class on Wednesdays. She attends sewing class on Wednesdays. And you notice what happened here, class. This is the question that was accidentally made wrong. When I create these quizzes, it has a sort of template, a quiz or a question template, or I can even create one and then duplicate off that template and make modifications as appropriate. So some of you may have run into this one. I will also be restoring credit on this one. You see, because what happened is I brought over that question template, made all the appropriate modifications except one. I accidentally left this check mark on class. That is clearly the direct object. Attends. Who or what attends? She attends. She attends what? She attends class. What kind of class? Sewing class. And then you'll see the preposition is on and the object of the preposition is Wednesdays. So both numbers 2 and 3 in the frequently missed actually were going to be restored because they were either set up improperly in the case of this object of the preposition question, or it was a matter where many of you clicked on the helping verb instead of the main verb, which was in this question. So now our last one, the infinitive phrase functions as what? And you'll see here, noun, adjective, adverb, verb, okay? The infinitive phrase functions as what? Now, the proper answer here is adjective. I will need to go into the question, actually, in order to take us to that one. Give me just a moment here, I apologize, because that one actually, in the way it's set up, didn't have it shown. So the infinitive phrase functions as what? That is coming off of sentence 5. This will certainly be a game to remember. And it's what kind of game? A game to remember. It's a to remember game. It's a memorable game. Okay. When we say something like a game to remember, a class to remember, it is asking what kind of game or what kind of class, one that is to remember. And so that is what happened on that one as well. So I just wanted to walk through those things very quickly. Out of those 4 frequently missed, 2 of them actually were not a fault really of the class and will have points restored. 2 of them are opportunities to learn, to kind of see those patterns and to see how the infinitive phrase is functioning. Here it's a game to remember, and the to remember is modifying game in that way. In the other place, of course, we had actually the infinitive phrase as the direct object. I like to sleep. I like. What do you like? I like to sleep. The object of the liking is to sleep because it is a noun phrase. So let's keep those things in mind as we press on. See you after a while.